When the battlefield falls silent and the sky turns dark, soldiers on the ground know one thing. Something terrifying is about to arrive. They don't hear a jet screaming overhead. They don't see bombs falling from above. Instead, they hear a slow, circling aircraft, followed by overwhelming, precise, and unstoppable firepower. To enemies, it feels like death descending from the heavens. To allies, it feels like salvation. That aircraft is the AC-130, and its nickname is no exaggeration. The AC-130 is not just another military plane, it is a flying gun platform designed to dominate the battlefield at night. With unmatched firepower, accuracy, and persistence, it has earned a reputation so feared that enemies gave it a name that still echoes through military history, the Angel of Death. But why exactly is it called that? To understand the origin of this terrifying title, we must go back to where the AC-130 began. Origins of the AC-130 gunship. The origins of the AC-130 trace back to the early days of the Vietnam War, when U.S. forces needed a way to provide constant, accurate fire support to troops on the ground, especially at night. Traditional fighter jets were fast and powerful, but they couldn't loiter over a target for long. Helicopters offered persistence, but were vulnerable to enemy fire. The solution came from an unexpected idea: mounting heavy weapons on a slow-flying transport aircraft. The U.S. Air Force modified the C-130 Hercules, a rugged and reliable cargo plane, into a gunship capable of delivering side-firing weapons. Instead of attacking targets head-on, the aircraft would fly in a circular pattern, allowing its guns to stay locked onto a single point on the ground. This concept proved devastatingly effective. The aircraft could remain over a target for hours, providing non-stop fire support. As this idea evolved, the AC-130 became more heavily armed, more accurate, and far more lethal. What began as an experimental gunship quickly transformed into one of the most feared aircraft ever deployed in combat. The meaning behind the name Angel of Death. The nickname Angel of Death did not come from military marketing, it came from the battlefield. Enemy forces who faced the AC-130 witnessed something unlike anything before. At night, without warning, precise fire would rain down from above, destroying vehicles, positions, and entire units with terrifying accuracy. There was often no escape. From the ground, the AC-130 is almost invisible. It flies high, slow, and silent compared to jets. Then suddenly, targets are illuminated by infrared sensors, followed by streams of cannon fire. To those on the receiving end, it feels as if death itself is circling overhead, choosing targets at will. For friendly forces, however, the nickname takes on a different meaning. To them, the AC-130 is an Angel One that brings protection, support, and survival. This dual identity is what truly defines the aircraft and solidifies its legendary name. Design and airframe. The AC-130 is built on the C-130 Hercules airframe, known for its durability and ability to operate from rough airstrips. This sturdy design allows the gunship to carry heavy weapons, advanced sensors, and large crews while remaining stable during long missions. Unlike conventional attack aircraft, the AC-130's guns are mounted on the left side of the fuselage. This side-firing configuration allows the aircraft to fly in a pylon turn, keeping weapons aimed continuously at the target below. The design maximizes accuracy and ensures sustained firepower. Its large size may seem like a disadvantage, but it actually enhances survivability. The AC-130 can absorb damage, remain airborne for extended periods, and operate in environments where smaller aircraft would struggle. Weapons and firepower. The AC-130's firepower is the main reason behind its fearsome reputation. Depending on the variant, it carries a combination of 30mm autocannons, 40mm cannons, and 105mm howitzers weapons, normally seen on ground vehicles, not aircraft. The 105mm cannon, in particular, is legendary. It is the largest gun ever mounted on an aircraft. Each round delivers massive explosive force with pinpoint accuracy, capable of destroying fortified positions, vehicles, and enemy strongholds in a single shot. What makes this firepower even more deadly is its precision. Guided by advanced targeting systems, the AC-130 can strike within meters of friendly troops, providing close air support that few platforms can match. How the AC-130 attacks. Unlike fast jets that make quick passes, the AC-130 attacks by orbiting its target. Flying in a controlled circle, it keeps its guns constantly trained on the ground. This allows continuous engagement without needing to reposition. The crew works as a coordinated team. Pilots maintain the orbit while sensor operators track targets, and fire control officers manage weapon release. This teamwork turns the aircraft into a highly efficient combat system. Once engaged, The AC-130 can suppress enemy forces for hours, breaking morale and eliminating threats with relentless accuracy. Night operations and psychological impact. The AC-130 is most deadly at night. Equipped with infrared sensors, low-light cameras, and advanced targeting systems, it can see what enemies cannot. Darkness offers no protection. For enemy forces, the psychological impact is overwhelming. They know they are being watched but cannot see the aircraft. Every movement risks instant destruction. This fear often leads to panic, retreat, or complete collapse of enemy units. This psychological dominance is a major reason the AC-130 earned its terrifying nickname. It doesn't just destroy targets, it crushes morale, combat history, and famous missions. The AC-130 has carved its legacy through decades of combat, participating in nearly every major U.S. military operation since the Vietnam War. From Grenada to Panama, the Gulf War, Afghanistan, and Iraq, the gunship consistently demonstrated its unmatched capability to provide precise, overwhelming firepower in support of ground forces. In every engagement, its unique ability to loiter over a battlefield while delivering sustained, accurate strikes proved indispensable, often turning difficult missions into decisive victories. During the War on Terror, the AC-130 became a near-constant presence over hostile territory, especially in support of Special Operations Forces. Its long endurance allowed it to circle over battle zones for hours, providing real-time overwatch, close air support, and rapid response to emerging threats. This persistent aerial coverage often saved lives, protected convoys, and disrupted enemy movements, giving Allied forces a critical edge in some of the most dangerous environments on Earth. Beyond its physical impact, the AC-130 also shaped the psychological landscape of combat. Soldiers frequently credited the gunship with turning the tide during desperate situations, acting simultaneously as a guardian angel for U.S. and Allied troops and a terrifying force for enemy combatants. Its combination of precision, persistence, and overwhelming firepower reinforced its legendary reputation, a weapon feared above the battlefield and revered by those it protects. Survivability and defensive systems. Despite its size, the AC-130 is not defenseless. It is equipped with radar warning receivers, missile warning systems, flares, and electronic countermeasures to protect against surface-to-air threats. Its tactics also enhance survivability. The AC-130 typically operates where air superiority has already been established, reducing exposure to advanced enemy defenses. These layers of protection allow it to operate safely while delivering devastating firepower. Modern variants of the AC-130. Over time, the gunship has evolved into advanced versions such as the AC-130U, AC-130W, and AC-130J. Ghostrider. Each new variant introduced improved sensors, weapons, and survivability. The AC-130J is the most advanced version, integrating precision-guided munitions, improved engines, and digital battle management systems. These upgrades ensure the Angel of Death remains relevant in modern warfare. Why enemies fear the AC-130? Enemies fear the AC-130 because it strips away every traditional advantage on the battlefield. Darkness offers no concealment. Terrain provides little protection, and surprise becomes meaningless once the gunship arrives overhead. With its advanced sensors and constant surveillance, escape routes vanish and hiding becomes almost impossible. What makes resistance truly futile is the AC-130's ability to deliver precise, continuous firepower for extended periods. Unlike fast-moving strike aircraft, the gunship can remain on station, adjusting its attacks in real time until threats are completely neutralized. Enemy forces understand that once they are detected, the outcome is only a matter of time. This terrifying certainty has turned the AC-130 into a psychological weapon as much as a physical one. Long before the first shot is fired, fear takes hold. The knowledge that the Angel of Death may be watching from above often breaks enemy morale, forcing retreats or surrender without a prolonged fight. Legacy and future. The AC-130's legacy is unmatched. Few aircraft have inspired such fear while providing such reassurance to friendly forces. Future upgrades will continue to enhance its sensors and weapons, ensuring it remains a key asset. The Angel of Death will continue to watch over the battlefield for years to come. The AC-130 is called the Angel of Death because it embodies unstoppable power, precision, and psychological dominance. To enemies, it is a nightmare from the sky. To allies, it is a life-saving guardian. Its history, firepower, and battlefield presence have secured its place as one of the most feared aircraft ever built. Few machines in aviation history have earned a name so powerful, and none deserve it more. If you enjoyed learning about the AC-130, like, share, and subscribe for more amazing aviation stories.